this was the biggest opportunity in real estate, and I was not going to let it pass me by. I'm excited to be here, bro. It's early in the morning. It's breakfast time, man. Hopefully we can fill people's cup for the day,
This
bro.
is going to be the breakfast for champions. How about that? The breakfast for champions. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I appreciate you being a professional and just you're crushing it out there, man. And I when we were talking yesterday, we were like, wait a minute, we should talk about this. Is a huge milestone, right? Huge milestone. So, for those of you Will, you guys definitely have to follow Will. Make sure you guys follow Will, follow his journey. He's out there making things happen every single day. He's consistent. He's doing the things that, we should be doing every day. So make sure you guys give him a follow. And I think a good start, man, just a little brief background, and then we'll get into the, 6 figures in passive income. If you guys are listening to this, Will Higgins created a 6-figure passive income revenue stream with EXP. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but we're just going to give you guys a different option that Will Higgins has absolutely crushed. But let's go back a little bit, share a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into some questions, man, because I'm sure everybody's curious on how you did it.
Appreciate that, Leo, and glad to be here, man. And again, like we all in this profession, we all have an amazing opportunity in front of us. Real estate has changed my life, man, and the opportunities that I've been given in this industry, are unmatched. So a little bit about me. First of all, I'm happy to be here, man. Like the chips were stacked against me, bro. So I'm from the city of New Orleans, and left there back in 2000 and started building me. So I did undergrad and grad. So I have an MBA in marketing. After graduate school, I went the traditional route, man, and went and got a job. So I worked in corporate America for 12 years and got into real estate about 5 years ago. And, started the traditional path, man, and just started grinding it out for the first year and a half and doing all the things that they tell us to do, door knock, cold call, all those things, and then I discovered this thing called digital marketing. And that literally helped my business excel. Like it took off. And then probably a year and a half ago, I saw this video on this real estate company that offered passive income, and at the time, that's what I was looking for. Like if you look on social media right now, the sexy stuff is flipping, buying rentals, and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you something, guys, that's not sexy. It's work. It's work, and the amount of capital you need to buy a house right now in this market is insane. So I saw this model that allowed me to get what I was mostly looking for is passive income. And all I had to do was this, and this was the result. Like it was plain and simple. And that's why we get here today. But the whole time I've been doing this, man, my goal was to show people that you can do it all, right? So I sell a lot of real estate. I still sell a lot of real estate, So I was able to build these 2 businesses in parallel and do them at the same time. And that's what people don't get. The same stuff you're doing every day. And what we're going to be talking about today is basically an opportunity that changed my life in a year.
So powerful. If you guys been in the business 5 years or less, this gentleman here, Will Higgins, right? He 5 years in the business, crushing in real estate, found digital marketing, started crushing it on social. And, I heard about Will, not even just here at our company. I heard about him at Keller Williams, our previous company. I heard him, he was speaking on stages, educating other real estate professionals, bringing value, and that's what I see you do. You bring a ton of value, and you're somebody that's out there putting himself out there all the time. So, when we look at that, right, I just want everybody to tune in. It's like 5 years in the business. You weren't in the business 20, 30 years. You weren't a hired recruiter either, right? Like it wasn't somebody that you didn't have this position before. You were a real estate professional. You're still a real estate professional. All you did was maximize your real estate license, right? That there's like 2 million people that have it, just so people can get perspective. If you wanted to get $3,000 a month, that's it. If you wanted to receive $3,000 a month in passive income, you would need to have $900,000 in the bank saved. That's after taxes. That's after all the expenses. $900,000 saved in the bank at a 4% withdrawal, right? Which most advisors will tell you that that's even high for $3,000. I mean, that is mind blowing, right? And you've done triple that. Yep. Right, so you basically have created it's the same thing like if you would have $2.2 million in the bank right now, and you did that in a year. By the way, it didn't take you 10 years. You did that in a year. All you did was to continue to sell real estate and share with everybody. You know, kind of what were the things that you started to do?
Yeah. So first of all, I was intentional, man. So, you know, for me, it doesn't, if folks know me, like I lead with energy, it doesn't take much to get me excited, man. So when I saw the model, like I literally, and that's the thing, like we're actively, like I reach out to people and try to share the opportunity. I called you guys when I was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I reached out to you. So I was intentional. And from day one, I got a coach, you know, so I got a coach and I got training. And I did a week's worth of training on recruiting, you know, because I knew that this was the biggest opportunity in real estate. And I was not going to let it pass me by. So that was the first thing I did. But also, I've always come from a place of wanting to add value and trying to add value and leading with value, right? I always loved coaching, training, and helping other people succeed. And I enjoy that more than, you know, me selling a house or, you know, things like that. So with that being said, I literally was able to monetize those relationships, right? And all I had to do was introduce people to this amazing model. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know, I think a lot of people are curious and they're interested in our model, but I think a lot of the times I think they're kind of, and for me too, I was afraid to believe that this was real, right? Like, and I think a lot of people have fear of like, this is really real. But I mean, it's like, look, guys, right? You were KW before, you know, I was KW before, I was Remax before as well. These companies, when I was there, I'm pretty sure when you were there, I would get people all the time. It's like, hey, Leo, why are you a KW? Hey, Leo, why are you a Remax, right? Like I would get people to approach me and I would tell them like, hey, man, I absolutely love my company. Talk to my team leader, talk to my broker. And every single time that the agents would join that company, my broker would give me a high five. I'm like, thank you, Leo, right? Right? And I'm pretty sure they did the same thing with you, right? I'm pretty sure they brought you in conversations all the time because what they're doing is that they're leveraging your influence, right? And I want everybody to listen to this, right? If you're a real estate professional, if you are not leveraging your influence, somebody else is. Somebody else is leveraging your influence right now. And why not? Why not monetize on your own influence for doing the same things you would be doing anyway?
Yeah, man. Again, for me, it was a no-brainer. I think people get in their heads, but also, you know, I worked for someone for a long time. You know, I worked at a corporation and I saw how expendable you were. You know what I mean? You were replaced. A lot of people lead with fear, and they don't believe they have a business. The thing is, when I left, nothing stopped, right? If you're making enough money, you can go and buy a coach to do all the things that you're getting at the other place. Another thing I was told was, well, guess what? All the things that Keller Williams offered, if I really wanted to, I can go pay and go to the training and go to the coaching and do all the other stuff, you know? So again, I run my business like a businessman, and this was a business opportunity that just couldn't be passed up. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't run their business like a business. It's all emotion. It's all emotion. And they think that people won't be their friends anymore, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because again, this is a business, and if those people are your friends, they're going to be your friends. And I can take care, dude. Again, like I'm not going to get super vulnerable in this space, but let's just say I did not work for 2 months last year because of some personal stuff. And guess what happened every month? I got a check. that was able to pay for mortgage on both my houses, both my cars. And at that point, I knew that I was in the right place, man, because what we all are looking for is we're out here hustling to go and purchase real estate to create passive income, you know, and I found a model that helped me create passive income, not even passive income. It helped me
Yeah.
create cash flow. A lot of agents right now are struggling. That's what this model has created, is created cash flow. So I think you just need to change your mind, guys, and realize that you're running a business, in order to run a business, you need cash flow in your business. Grant Cardone just dropped a new training yesterday, and I bought it, man. And in the first module, it's about money mindset, and all he talks about is cash flow, passive income. And I found a model that helped me create that without anything out of my pocket. All I had to do was introduce 42 people to this model. That's all I did.
42 people, man. 42. People. I hope you guys listened to that, by the way. Will just, shared his 42 people he referred to this company, right? He's still running his business out in Chino. He's still doing his day-in-day operations. He also said something really key. You got to run your real estate business like a business. You're a business. You're not a, just like a, hey, I got a deal here and there. No, you really got to run it like a business. Basically, in the last recession, an extra $500 of cash flow coming into a household would have avoided 50% of all the bankruptcies. And guys, This is not anything else. Like, if you're a real estate agent and you're listening to this, you're going to do real estate. You're not doing anything different. You're still going to continue to do real estate. You just have an additional machine that's going to build cash flow and ownership, which we haven't even talked about. But just that's just been, man, just seeing you, how you've been taking off, man, and what you're doing, how you're bringing value to all these other real estate professionals that you've partnered with, by the way, which are all across the world. I mean, you got people all over the nation.
The piece that people don't see when you think about agents all over the nation and being able to participate in their production, it's diversification, right? That's one of the things we're always taught: diversify. Well, guess what? Transactions here in California are far and few between, but I have a large portion of my organization in Oklahoma, in Texas, in Georgia, where transactions are more plentiful. So it creates this diversification in your business and almost bulletproofs your business. So you guys need to start expanding your mind and thinking about things in a different manner and not worried about what other people say or what somebody's going to think about you.